perfect day to be talking about this because it feels like summer. And there are a number of summer camp options available across the city, but it can be overwhelming to try and choose and find the right one for your child.
Yeah, and joining us now to share a few tips is Cassie Sparkman, Regional Director of Field Operations at the Midwest at Galileo Learning. And Cassie, I mean, this is a conversation actually my mom group started having back in January.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
it's never too early to get started, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So what are you looking for when you're looking for summer camps? What do you think should be number one? Is it the period of time that it covers, or what they actually cover in the camp? I mean, how do you start narrowing this down? Because there's so many choices out there.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So I would always recommend know your child. Right?
Okay.
What are they particularly interested in? And then seek a camp and start your research based around both your child's interests and who they really are.
Okay.
And, what's available out there. A lot of camps like Galileo have a particular focus, right? So maybe it's STEAM like we are, it's engineering, or it's outdoors, it's sports, it's swimming, it's running around and making friends. So really knowing who your child is gonna help you to start to do that research.
Yeah, okay.
I looked at price first, and then I looked at the hours that I needed them to have my child. But then when you're actually getting down to the nitty gritty of looking at different camps, what should we be asking these camps about their programs to help benefit your own child?
Absolutely. So one thing to always look at is that camp to staff ratio, right? Like making sure at Galileo we have that 1 to 12, one staff to 12 campers. That's always going to make sure that every camper gets the individualized attention that they need. And so that's really important to us as parents, right? We want for our campers to have that amazing experience, and that comes down to connection and the community that those staff members can create. Additionally, you always want to make sure that the camp is safe and that they're.
How do you begin to assess whether a camp is safe? What is it? Are there some red flags that like jump out at you or something?
So you can always contact the camp, first of all, but every camp should have a frequently asked questions page that's going to point to their health and safety, that's going to point to that camp staff ratio, and that's going to point to whether or not they follow all of the state guidelines and accreditation processes. So, but every camp should have a really great customer support does. Galileo does. They have a number, they have a website, we have chatbots. You can absolutely reach out to any camp pretty much at any time, and they're going to help you to determine.
What about CITs? I've had my kids in camp before where I can't tell who's actually an employee, and because there's so many CITs around, and is that a good thing or not?
What is a CIT for?
Counselor in training.
Counselor in training, right. So counselor in training programs are amazing because for our preteens and our young teens, they can really give them that opportunity to get some of that initial work experience. But really excellent camps should be able to make that distinction. Counselor in training, they are not staff members and they do not have that responsibility, nor do they sort of have that maturity. So those are great questions to ask the camp that you would be pursuing.
So 1 to 12 sounds about right for someone who's older, but what if you have younger kids like me? I have 6 and 4. Should that number be a little smaller? Because they tend to run around and get away from you. So, trying to watch out 12 6-year-olds to one person. Ooh.
Right, absolutely. And so a lot of camps, like Galileo, for example, a lot of camps, we say 1 to 12, but there are actually 2 staff members who are with those campers all the time, right? From your instructor to your counselor to an intern who's floating in to make sure that, particularly for those more rambunctious groups, right? For those 6-year-olds who are they have so much energy that they can sub in, sit with those kids who need that little bit more attention, et cetera, et cetera.
Can you start doing this now? We talked about it, or is it too late?
Oh, absolutely, it is not too late. There are lots of amazing camps that are open. Galileo, currently, we have amazing promotions that happen. Early bird is always to your budget-minded folks. We all are, right? Early bird tends to be right now, and the Park District is coming. Lots and lots of great spots out there, so it's definitely not too late.
Okay, good.
Good. That's good to hear. So Galileo Camps is where you can find out more about their camps. There's the social media handles as well as the website, and a telephone number if you want to just pick up the phone and talk to somebody.
Yeah, we have 12 locations all across Chicago, so we're absolutely ready for everybody.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.